What if everything you've been told about yourself was a lie? Have you ever wondered why your dreams feel more real than reality? The signs have been there all along. You just haven't known how to read them until now. You don't belong because you weren't meant to. You were designed for something greater. The world has tried to make you forget. But deep inside, you already know the truth. Dark ambient music fades in, a slow zoom into the cosmos, stars shimmering in the vastness of space. A deep, enigmatic voice begins. Have you ever felt different? A knowing deep inside you, an unshakable truth that whispers in your soul? That you were not meant to fit in, because you were born to stand apart? Cut to fast-paced visuals of ancient temples, cosmic galaxies, and people staring into the abyss as if seeking answers. What if I told you that you are not entirely human? That your spirit carries a lineage older than time itself? That you, my friend, are one of the chosen ones? Slow fade-in of mysterious symbols, ancient scripts glowing on a book as pages turn by themselves. Perhaps you've always felt it, the disconnect. The loneliness in crowded rooms. The way others see life in simple terms while you see through the veil of illusion. It is not your imagination. It is not a mistake. It is a calling. Dramatic pause. The screen goes black for a moment, then flashes of light reveal celestial beings, flickering between dimensions. Today, you will remember who you are. May challenge you. But if you listen carefully, if you open your spirit, you will realize that this truth is not new to you. It has always been inside you, waiting to be unlocked. This is not a metaphor. This is not an exaggeration. This is truth. You carry something within you that is beyond this realm. Your spirit is not from here. Your origin is not of the earth. The very blood that flows through you is mixed with something that cannot be explained by human logic. Divinity itself has touched you. You are a vessel of something beyond comprehension. A mystery hidden from the eyes of the world, but revealed to those who have ears to hear. The world has tried to deceive you. It has told you that you are just like everyone else, that you are ordinary, that you must fit in, that you must follow the rules of the system. But something inside you has always resisted. Something in you refuses to conform. Why? Because you were never meant to. This message is not for everyone. Many will hear these words and dismiss them. Many will be blind to the truth that is being spoken. But you, if you are truly chosen, will feel your spirit bear witness to what I am about to say. So open your heart. Open your mind. Let the fire of truth consume every lie that has been placed in you. Because today you will remember who you are. Now let's get into it. If you are not 100% human, then what are you? To answer this, we must go back to the beginning. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion." Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26. What does it mean to be made in the image of God? It means you are not just flesh and blood. You are not just a body. You are spirit first. Your true nature is not limited to this physical world. This is why you sense things others do not. This is why you dream bigger than what is possible. This is why your spirit is constantly restless, longing for something beyond this life. Because you were never meant to be confined to the limitations of the world. Your DNA carries something divine. It carries the imprint of the Creator Himself. And this is what makes you different. This is why the world does not understand you. This is why people misinterpret you. This is why you feel like you are walking in a realm that others cannot see because they are seeing you through human eyes. But you are not merely human. You are more. You are spirit wrapped in flesh. You are an eternal being having a temporary experience. You are a divine creation carrying the breath of God inside you. This is why the enemy works tirelessly to make you forget your identity. Because if you ever fully realize who you are, you will no longer be limited by the world's rules. You will no longer be enslaved to fear, doubt, or mediocrity. You will no longer live beneath your calling. Instead, you will rise, you will walk in dominion. You will command atmospheres. You will shift realities with your faith. Because you are not just human. You are God's image. You are His chosen. You are set apart. And the moment you embrace this truth, you will never be the same again. Before we go any further, I need to pause and thank each of you who have supported this mission, especially through the pin in the comments section and through the super thanks. Your generosity and faith are not just kind gestures, they are powerful acts of worship and obedience. Every time you give, you are sowing seeds into God's kingdom, helping to spread this life-changing message to those desperately searching for hope, truth, and guidance. Because of your support, this mission continues to grow, breaking down barriers and transforming lives. Remember how Jesus honored the widow's offering in Mark 12 verse 41-44 for its sincerity and sacrifice. In the same way, your support carries eternal significance. You're not just giving, you're partnering in God's work. Thank you for standing with us in this divine calling. Together we are making an eternal impact. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to pause this video and do 3 things. Hit that like button. Subscribe to help us reach 110,000 subscribers and leave a comment with a word. I know who I am. This word will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this video. And remember, if you are truly a chosen one, you'll watch this video until the end. Deep down, your spirit already knows. This message is for you. If you're not ready to receive this truth, you might not make it to the end. But for those who do, your life will never be the same. Now, let's get into it. In the book of John, Jesus made a statement that shook the foundations of human understanding. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. John 17 verse 16. Let that sink in. They are not of the world. Who is he speaking about? His chosen ones. His people. Those who were sent into this world but do not belong to it. That means there are 2 types of people walking on this earth. 1, those who are of the world. 2, those who are not of the world. The first group is bound to this world. Their thoughts, desires, and existence are tied to earthly systems. They chase after what is temporary. They live and die according to the rules of men. They are ruled by what they see, hear, and feel. But the second group, the ones who are not of this world, are different. Their existence does not begin and end here. Their thoughts operate on a higher level. Their desires do not align with the ways of the world. Their spirits respond to a different frequency, one that the world cannot understand. And if you are a chosen one, you are part of that second group. Your physical body may have been born on this earth, but your spirit was birthed elsewhere. Your origin is divine. Your existence was planned before time itself. This is why you often feel like a stranger in your own land. This is why the world does not embrace you. This is why you do not connect with its systems, its values, or its desires. Because your essence does not belong here. And that, chosen one, is both your greatest strength and your greatest challenge. You were never meant to fit in. You were never meant to blend with the crowd. You were never meant to be comfortable in a world that is passing away. You were set apart, called, chosen, sealed. So stop trying to be like them. Stop trying to force yourself into a mold you were never created for. Stop seeking validation from a world that is not your home. You are not of this world, just as He is not of this world. And soon the one who called you will return. And when He does, He will separate the 2 groups forever. When something does not belong in a place, it becomes obvious. Imagine a lion walking through a city street. It does not fit in. It does not belong there. The people around it will be afraid. They will try to capture it, control it, and put it in a cage. Why? Because it is not one of them. Chosen one. This is why you face so much resistance. This is why people misunderstand you. This is why no matter how hard you try to blend in, something always pushes you out. This is why rejection follows you. This is why you feel like a stranger even among your own. Because you were never meant to fit in. The world recognizes that you are different, even if it cannot explain why. It senses that you do not belong. And because of this, it will try to break you. It will try to force you to conform. It will try to make you doubt yourself, question your identity, and abandon your calling. But do not fall for the deception. The rejection you experience is not a curse. It is a confirmation. You are struggling not because you are weak, but because you are powerful. You are suffering not because you are lost, but because you have been found. You are being resisted not because you are worthless, but because you are priceless. The world does not attack what does not threaten it. This is why darkness hates the light. This is why the enemy fights those who carry purpose. This is why systems are designed to suppress those who are chosen. Because if you ever fully awaken to who you are, you will become unstoppable. And that is what the enemy fears most. So the question is, will you rise? Will you embrace your calling? Will you walk as the lion that you were created to be? Or will you let the world put you in a cage? Now that you understand that you are not of this world, how do you live in this world? 1. Stop trying to fit in. You were not designed to blend in. You were made to stand out. Stop seeking validation from people who were never meant to understand you. The world will never accept what it cannot control, and it will always resist those who carry the light. John, chapter 15, verse 19. If you were the world would love you as its own. But because you are not of the world, it hates you. Instead of chasing approval, embrace your difference. Walk in confidence, knowing that your separation from the world is proof that you belong to something greater. 2. Guard your spirit. The world will try to corrupt you, to dull your fire, to make you forget who you are. It will bombard you with distractions, temptations, and lies meant to pull you away from your true identity. Protect your spirit at all costs. Proverbs 4 verse 23. Guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Be mindful of what you allow into your heart, what you watch, listen to, and surround yourself with. Not everything that is permissible is beneficial. 3. Speak with authority. Your words shape your reality. Stop speaking weakness. Stop speaking defeat. Speak life. Speak power. Speak destiny. Your voice carries divine weight, and what you declare has the power to shift atmospheres. Proverbs 18 verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. If you continually speak fear, you will live in fear. If you speak faith, you will walk in faith. Use your voice as a weapon. Declare victory before you see it. 4. Walk by faith, not sight. Your true power is not in what you see, but in what you know. Stop waiting for physical proof before you move. The world relies on sight, but you are called to rely on revelation. 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. Faith is knowing that even when nothing makes sense, God is still in control. Faith is stepping forward even when the path is unclear. Faith is moving even when fear tells you to stand still. 5. Stay connected to the source. Your strength does not come from this world. It comes from above. If you stay disconnected, you will feel powerless, empty, and lost. The key to living victoriously is remaining in the presence of the one who sent you. John 15 verse 5. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Spend time in prayer, meditate on His Word, surround yourself with kingdom-minded people. When you stay connected to the source, you walk in authority, wisdom, and divine power. Chosen one, you are not ordinary. You are not of this world. You are set apart. So live like it, walk like it, speak like it. Because when you embrace who you truly are, the world will have no choice but to take notice. Perhaps you have doubted yourself. Perhaps you have questioned your worth. Perhaps the weight of the world has made you forget who you are. But today, let this be your awakening. You are not 100% human. You are not ordinary. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are set apart. You are marked by heaven. You were born for this. You are sent for this. You are chosen for this. The world may have tried to break you. The enemy may have tried to silence you. But the fire inside you cannot be extinguished. Because you were never meant to fade into the background. You were meant to rise. You were meant to lead. You were meant to walk in power. So rise and take your place. The kingdom is calling. The time is now. No more waiting. No more hesitating. Step into who you were created to be. Let's pray this prayer of faith together as one family. O sovereign Lord, the Ancient of Days, the Almighty One, the consuming fire, the unshakable rock, the God of all power and dominion. Today I call upon your name. I lift up every chosen one before you. Those whom you have set apart before the foundation of the world. Those whom you have destined for greatness. Those whom you have marked as your own Father. Today, let this be an awakening. Let this be a shaking. Let this be a mighty outpouring of your Spirit. Lord, many of your chosen ones have been wandering, lost in the deception of this world. Caught in battles that were designed to weaken them. Trapped in cycles of confusion, pain, and delay. The enemy has tried to silence them. The world has tried to suppress them. But today, O God, I call upon the fire of heaven to burn away every chain, every stronghold, every force that has kept them from walking in their divine identity. Let every veil be torn. Let every scale fall from their eyes. Let every ear that has been deafened to your voice be opened now in the mighty name of Jesus. Thanks for watching.